Hello, welcome to episode 9 of our Ostriv Alpha 5 Let's Play. Last episode, we did a little bit more work up here and continued building out stuff that we need to ensure our town has good production and equitable distribution of resources through different market areas. We haven't fully finished this one yet, but we are certainly doing our best to get there in a timely fashion. It's just as soon as we have people that can, actually sit here and sell stuff. We don't always have everything we need to sell either. But that's the way things go. Just kind of have to take it a day at a time. And that's what we're going to continue doing today. We have a couple things. I would like to finish this area, more or less. Put a couple things in here. Finish paving, put in a little bit more decoration. And do some improvements down here to this farming livestock area. We have this big hay barrack. We haven't even had a single piece of hay go into yet, because we probably haven't been pulling enough out of the ground. So we'll be adding a couple more of these hay dryers. Probably closer to down here, even though we can't really do anything with them just quite yet, because, well, we're about to go into winter, and actually here's the snow right now. So let's just go ahead and put in a couple of these things over here. See about how close we can get to the water. I'm not going to try to remove trees for this or anything. But we have those set there. We'll go ahead and copy all of our settings. And we do have pigs. They seem to be, well, being pigs, I guess. We have plenty to feed them. We have some backup stuff as well. So we should be pretty alright. I'm going to go ahead and raise the livestock limit up to 15. Try to get some more of them going. Our slaughterhouse is, in fact, slaughtering. And we have a bunch of pork that needs to be sold and eaten. So let's go over here. Whichever row house it is that has... Okay, we got sallow here. We don't have pork for sale anywhere, I don't think. We have all this other stuff. Which is all well and good, but we still need a couple things to be sold. So what we're going to end up doing... And I wish I could actually place market stalls on top of these pavement areas. I wish that was something that would be a... I don't want to necessarily say fixed, because I don't know that it's something that's completely incorrect, but I would prefer if we could have our market stalls placed on top of the pavements. I think that would be nice. So what we'll go ahead and do is come back over here, copy all of these as we always do, and come up here as soon as someone gets hired. Let's see. We want to be able to sell pork, for sure. As soon as somebody takes this job, we'll be able to get the rest of everything else in. But I did want to make sure that we had pork. And we'll do the same thing over here as well. Let's find somebody with an open slot. Because Sal's already for sale over here. Alright, so she's got one. Let's put in pork there. We don't have a lot right now. We will. We'll get there. I'm going to go ahead and unhire for these three because they are completely empty. And those women could go do something else. Alright, now if we come back over here, go turbo speed a little bit. Yep, here comes somebody else. It's not going to automatically fill any more resource slots, so we will have to figure that out manually, but this will mean we can sell some pork and take care of a few other things. I think we probably don't need to have another market stall right here, so I'm going to go ahead and set this up as a pavement. All the way, I think this is going to fit. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll do the same thing over here. There we go. Just to kind of fill this area in. And we have all the space right here that doesn't have anything going for it right now. And one thing our town really needs that we haven't had so far is education. So I think it would be smart of us to go ahead and put in a primary school. We should have just enough room here to put in a school with a schoolyard. So let's come in, see if I can get this more or less centered between different things. I think right here is probably a decent enough spot. we'll just put that there, and we'll give it a little fence around. Probably might be a little easier to do this once we have the building actually built, so we'll leave it be to do that. And then come in, put a fence around, and then make maybe a little yard in the front. We can put a couple benches and then other stuff. Again, I wish I could do pavements in some other spots, but if I can get this to go all the way down here, but see, it's going to get caught up on these front stoops. Yeah, there's just enough where it's not going to want to play nice. So I think if I can come down here. Now, what's it occupied in? That's what I want to know. Is it's occupying the existing space? Is that what it is? See, it doesn't want to connect here. And it says that's too short. But it wants to let me kind of do that. I think that's going to have to be good enough. We have these benches here. I saw a couple comments saying that I don't have enough benches. And yeah, you're probably right. So we'll go ahead and not click the wrong spot. We'll put a couple of benches in place here. What's occupied? I guess the edge of the other bench. Huh? All right, that's fine. We'll just put a couple in between every pair there. We do have some of it over here, so I think this should be okay for right now. Again, we're going to have something make a little bit more sense, but for right now, that's a good start to put stuff in the courtyard there. Do we have enough stone? Okay, we have 2,500. We should probably also build a church sometime soon. We'll figure out where that's going to go. Okay, they've been chopping the trees in the reforestation area. We should probably also put a couple more of those somewhere around here, and we also need to move this forestry either up here entirely or just stick it down in, well, we already have one over here and we already have one over here, so maybe we just end up building a new one up here in a spot where we're not going to have to remove too many trees, although I guess that doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll just put that there because it only says 5. And then once that's done, we will remove this one because we do have stalls selling firewood. We should at least have one selling firewood. None of these are selling firewood, really? That must be because of the forestries right here. So, yeah, let's see if we can get somebody to come in here and then stock some firewood, because we definitely need to be selling that. All right, can we add anything else? No. Okay, well, that will come in due time as we get other stuff produced and imported. Storage is full again on our hop yard. We're not producing enough beer. Imagine that. And here I was kind of worried I'd have to have more than one hop yard, but I guess that's not the case. Oh, it's already been 13 years since we planted this? Sheesh. I think we need to make more apples. More apple orchards, so we might take a look at building one of those in a second. Alright, these guys. We're not exporting... Oh, no, we are. Okay. We're going to sell 2,000 sunflower oil. We'll make some pretty good money off of that. The rest of the stuff I don't think we can really sell. We're already making broadcloth. Already, well, we should be making warm clothing. I guess we're a little slow on that, but people haven't been complaining yet about that. Okay, pavements are starting to be constructed. That's actually, that looks pretty good. That is starting to look nice. So the school is next. See if we can get them to build this with any degree of expedience. My money is not on yes. That's the answer to that question. But we'll let that go. I do like the idea of having these vital resources like healthcare and education right in the middle of this big community area here. I think that's very valuable. And having this little chapel here is nice as well. We can probably dress this up a little bit. And we need to find a spot for a church again. At some point, might even end up being in this general area once we start moving some stuff around. So I do like that idea. Stuff is still routing through this little archway right here, which is by design. And that also will lead directly to the school for anyone coming in from outside. say, down here, or if we ever build houses down here. Now, I did want to... Look how steep this is. I did want to try and get rid of this and see if there was maybe a better way of having this come out, because you can't really see because of the snow right now, but this is indented a tiny bit downward here, and then just comically high over here. So we were gonna put a second little town area down here, which we will get to maybe today, maybe not. Again, I did want to focus a little bit more on getting all of this stuff up and running. And I think we might be able to fit in another cowshed if I can flip stuff around. Maybe put this guy right here. We'll see. It says uneven terrain, so maybe not. That's going to be another kind of a theme of a problem here, is just how uneven this land really is. It's going to be kind of hard to build on. What is this full of? Okay, yeah, predictably iron ore, that's fine. I was going to put the iron ore thing over here. So we might as well just go ahead and completely forget which side of the thing it's on here. There it is. Just pop that in right there. And then eventually move this guy over here because, of course, the smeltery is right here. And you want those things to be close together. And we also should put in some warehouses for all of our production needs. Except the area around here is not really conducive to building warehouses, because it is very uneven terrain. But that doesn't mean it's impossible. There are a few spots that we could find areas to put things. Now, is this going to let me... This actually isn't a terrible spot to put one. It's just going to be kind of buried in the ground. But having that warehouse right outside the smeltery will be very efficient and nice. And I wonder if we could put in a cart parking over here as well. I think that might be a little bit... Actually, that's probably not that bad if we just get rid of this bench. We can probably fit this in quite nicely. Rotate it a tiny bit. Yeah, actually, that's not a terrible spot for it. It is going to be a little tight squeeze between here, but that should work nicely, and they can just cart stuff between both of these. But this gives them plenty to build, so we don't really need to spend too much time and effort worrying about all of that. Of course, they don't have enough milk to start production here in the dairy. We're almost... There's a lot of rams in here. We can probably get rid of some of these, but we're going to get their wool first and then slaughter them after that, so that doesn't go to waste. It being January, let's also check our crop rotation. Okay, looks like we're doing pretty well. These are all in the correct rotation. At least I think they are. Should be good. I don't think we're going to be able to put another field on this farm and realistically have it be harvested in time. But if we think we can get to that point, we'll certainly try it. River trade, we're not really doing too much with. We should build some more housing, but I did want to make sure all this infrastructure was taken care of, because we could definitely be producing more beer if we could actually sell it, and if we could actually get barley, which still seems to be a problem. So maybe how many fields of barley we're gonna have? We have that one, and really that's just one. So we definitely need another field of barley. Might just need another entire farm for barley. So the barley fields are, is it just 2 of those rotating? No, we have 4. Okay. We have 4 fields of barley rotating. It's just that right now we have, no, we have 3. I can't see anything. Some years we'll have 2, but every year we'll at least have 1. So I guess that's okay. I just wish we had a little bit more, but it's not the end of the world. I don't think the beer goes bad. It shouldn't, at least. Let's check our storage. Yeah, none of this is going bad. And this should be buying from stuff as people have the ability to actually, you know, produce it, but it is currently winter, so No surprises there. I will go ahead, though, based on recommendation of a couple of you guys in the comments, put out a couple of market stalls kind of in this, this free area here, selling chicken products. That seemed like a pretty smart idea. Especially since they're right here. So chicken eggs and chicken meat. Of course, firewood is always a good idea to have in stock. And then I don't think anything else can come from the chickens. But other stuff like salt is probably always in style. Go ahead and apply that to all of those. Now, do we have somebody working here? But they don't have anything to sell. And she's only selling pork, which is fine. I guess we'll just have this woman sell some firewood, because you can never have too much firewood for sale. We'll go ahead and hire one here. We'll leave these two open for now, but just in place in case we need them later. So this will allow houses over here to get access to all the chicken supplies and everything. In fact, we could have them sell, well, if we ever wanted to expand this a little bit, we could easily put buckwheat or something else in there. So that helps fill in this area just a little bit. Makes it look a little nicer. Do I want to add another field to the barley rotation? And where would I even put it? Because I feel like right now this is a pretty decent size and shape of farm fields. Nothing is really too terribly far. Unless I were to get rid of this apple orchard and make a bigger one somewhere else. I'm not really sure I could do much better than this. But we do need to have another apple orchard, so... yeah, I knew the hills would never let me down. Well, place is occupied. Oh, by the back stairs of this thing. Alright, well. That's fine. How wide can I make this? Just find a good spot for the little hut. Up here, yeah, that's probably good. We'll put that there. Of course, we can't select the trees until that's done, but I think that will be a good way to use some of this space here that we normally would not. In fact, I might want to just go ahead and build two of these, and then I can just get rid of that one and turn that into another field for the farm. Of course, once these are fully bearing fruit and all that fun stuff. Right now, if I can get the little hut on something that's not uneven terrain and also not kind of in the middle of nowhere, that would be nice. Okay, that's too long. Okay, well that's why that's uneven terrain. Sheesh. I haven't tried putting this in a different spot. That is very, very steep. Now if I put that there, is that going to look incredibly stupid? No. I've seen stuff that's looked worse. Oh, I told you we were going to use the side of the hills. I told you. School is almost done, which is very exciting. Let's go on turbo speed, finish this up, and then make some other stuff, because we got a lot of work to do. So now what, if you're not familiar, what the school does is it educates children, obviously. But if we pause and take a look at this guy, his education level is 0 out of 5. So I'm assuming that means eventually there'll be 5 levels of education you can have. But at a school teaches, I believe, through, what's it, age? Let's look at the, yeah, 10 to 15. And of course the game help texts just has this basic stuff in it, but it says primary school gives the basic skills of literacy and numeracy required to apply for manager or counselor jobs. So this just ensures that we can have people actually work as farm managers or trading post managers or counselors or teachers in the future, and not just from immigration having educated people come in. I am kind of hopeful in the future that we'll get other forms of education, or maybe the option to hire on older children, teenagers as apprentices in a place like a smithy or a carpentry or something to have some sort of apprentice program. But we'll go ahead and hire a teacher. I don't think we can choose if this is male or female, but yeah, so this guy's going to teach kids all about whatever, I guess. Nothing like a snowy day to make you appreciate the warmth and comfort of home. Yep, sounds good to me. So that is, and we have the white lines of death appearing again. I believe those are pathfinding debug tools. I don't know exactly for sure. Let's go ahead and put in fences here. Is it going to let me build a fence over the... No. Okay. Can I find a spot where this is not going to interfere? Let's come out to here. There we go. Come along the front here and just put in our schoolyard like so. I'm going to leave that open. We'll connect to that in a second. And then we will get this more or less straight out here. You know, I'll take that. That's fine. I'm going to put in a big arch number 2. We'll grab our alignment from the school building real quick. Come in here, flip that bad boy around. I think that's probably about as good as we're going to get. Not perfect, but it will work. Go ahead and connect these up with fences like I always like to do. And there we have a little schoolyard. So eventually this will return back to normal grass, as one would want. Let's see, cottonwood trees, those are a little tall for in here, but birch trees I think always look kind of nice. So we'll stick those in the corner of the schoolyard right there. And maybe one more right there. Pop in a bench right outside the front door, a couple of them. Looks nice. And then we also have the bell post. We can stick right outside the front of the school building. And that will look very nice in the coming, I guess, years as this pathway recovers. And then we can turn the rest of this, well, most of it, into pavement. So the Derkachi is here. We got no shoes to export because we aren't producing enough. Not enough of that, but we do have charcoal. So let's go ahead and sell some of these guys. Apples we can sell. We're going to be selling a whole lot more. As far as the rest of this is concerned, yeah, let's buy some dried fish. We're not producing enough fish quite yet. We have plenty of that. Lime is looking good. Potatoes. We actually don't have a lot of potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and buy... no, the potatoes go bad. Let's not do that. Let's buy 1,000 potatoes. Have plenty of leather. Sunflower oil we are going to sell. So here it's just a big old trade caravan with these guys. So they'll all be rolling up here and getting all of our stuff out. Now, how are we doing here? Our iron mine is complete, just about. Gonna go ahead and shut down this one. Go ahead and empty it out. See if they just shove everything over here and we'll get rid of that, which means we can build something else over here. Eventually. Just don't know where they're going to put the rest of the iron ore. I don't know if they can put it in here once this is, yeah, it looks like that's where they're taking it, but this will be a whole lot cleaner to come over here. These guys are all good to go. Yeah, good. How are we doing in our tannery? What are we waiting on here? All right, this is all looking good bark-wise. This should be... One of these is storing bark. Yep, there it is. Okay, gathering limestone. No reachable stone deposits. We should still have limestone. If we come all the way... Oh. Or was that the stone deposits? I can't ever remember. That must have been everything. So I guess this is it for making limestone. I've got 2,500 quick lime here. I've got 520 lime. Okay, why are our cows dying of starvation when they should be in a pasture where they can eat grass? Answer me that one question. That really should not be possible. So I don't really know what the thought process is there. Why is this? Oh, no carts. Order carts. All right, that's all good. Gonna go ahead and turn this one into iron ore storage and iron storage. We'll call that 7,500 and then 2,500. I'll make sure this is set correctly. That is fine. Okay, and this is still emptying storage, taking 800 years to do. All right, orchard. Plant apples. We might be getting to the point now where the gender of workers doesn't matter, so I'm not going to bother hiring only women for this. We'll see if the balance isn't upset by having a man do it. Boy, they sure are going to take their sweet time getting all this out of here, aren't they? So this should be rotating, except do we not have anybody here? Is that what the problem is? Bowling mill's operating, for sure. Making our broadcloth dairy is not have enough milk. This one, of course, is also going to do apples. So we've got a little bit of time before these bear fruit. It's going to be another couple of years. But after that's done, then we'll have this space we can turn into another field for the farm. And that should be pretty nice. Now, what else can we sell here? I don't think we can really sell any of this stuff. I feel like I say that every time these guys come to town. Well, we've got enough money. Let's just go ahead. I'm not going to buy 1,100 of this stuff, but we'll go ahead and buy 500 warm clothes so people can just go ahead and buy it. Broadcloth we are making. We're just not currently producing enough to really support making enough of this stuff. Oh, sheepskin. That's what it was. We need to be tanning sheepskin. So we can go ahead and turn that on because now we have sheep. Alright, so if I get rid of that third one, then they should... Yep, there's the sheepskin. So that'll be all good. They're waiting on bark. Are these guys making bark? Okay, you say your work's done. Well, I'm pretty sure you have other stuff you can do. How are these cows dying of starvation in a field where they can eat grass? Died of illness, huh? Oh, their kid, that's sad. 25 years old. But that begs the question, how are the cows dying of starvation over here? It's about to be a mowing season. If we raise our wages for our laborers a little bit, maybe that'll help them mow some more grass. That's an idea, huh? Pay people more and they might want to work more. I don't know, just a thought. It's not gonna let me squeeze one in here, is it? That's too bad, but this should be enough. Yeah, see, here they go. That'll dry for a couple months, and then hopefully we can go into the winter with some of the hay stored in here. Just, you never know how much you're going to actually need. And they are still emptying this. I cannot believe it. Salt-wise, we're looking fine. That's all good. How are we doing on our stuff? Okay, they're waiting on water. Alright, so they're both going to work. Are you going to get water? There you go. Supply that water. 100 at a time, huh? Alright, yeah, we have so many open vacancies. So we really need to build more housing. I did say I was going to build one of these row houses in every single episode, didn't I? Not that I really have anywhere else right here to build one, but that doesn't mean we won't do it. There's plenty of other places to build row houses, including right around here. Seems like it's kind of begging for one, huh? So if we put a row house here, we might actually want to kind of build this in the middle here a little bit. Then one of those, and then right next to it, why not just put two of them right there? There's no reason not to. Then maybe on the side of this I can put something else once that's actually in place. A couple benches maybe? Some hedges? Actually, let's put the hedges in first. Lilac bushes look lovely this time of year. So that'll look quite nice when the building is actually constructed there. And then I think right on the other side of here. There we go. Those are looking nice. Let's see how fast they can build these things. Oh, these guys again. I can't really sell them much of anything. Wish I could. We don't have a lot of wheat. We'll just keep buying. We'll just keep buying some stuff. Why not? We're going to need to build another farm pretty soon. At this point, warm clothing. Yeah, we'll just buy all of it. There's no reason not to. Horses also should be coming sometime soon. So we'll let them take care of that. That'll also help us have a little bit more of a critical mass of buyers for this market area. And also means we don't have to have shops in these row houses. We can just leave those as row houses. I thought I had my email client closed. Oh, that's too bad. Now you get to hear email noises. Let's check our tax stuff. Barber surgeries tax, taverns tax. Okay, they don't have much money, but I bet our barber's still rolling in it. Actually, I don't mind them having about 150, but we're gonna raise this anyway. Let's just go right up to 60 and see if they like that. I don't think we need to mess with the monthly wage stuff quite yet either. Land tax probably should maybe not an entire, well, it's not $1, you know what I mean. Raise that to 50 because some of these families right here, okay, they don't have exorbitant wealth, but they seem to be doing okay. Yeah, the balance of this stuff actually isn't that bad. If anything, the tavern really needs to be doing a little more business, which will be helped, of course, by having all of our row houses here. So this forestry is done, which means I think we can go ahead and get rid of these guys and hire them all up here. And then eventually this will end up being closed down. This charcoal piles probably also need to move. Maybe not. Maybe we could just leave those right there. But I do think right in this general area is probably a good spot to put the church. Which we'll need to probably import some stone for because we don't have any left. I gotta remember who sells stone. Well, we'll find out. Okay, so these guys are working here. Let's go ahead and empty this building out so it can be demolished. Firewood storage. Oh, maybe I should have built firewood storage over here instead of these row houses. They seem to be working just fine. It's probably not a terrible idea to put some warehouses somewhere around here. Just can't really decide where. Alright, so middle to end of August. We're actually a lot further along in harvesting than I thought we'd be, so maybe we can add a couple more fields. We do have 4 fallow right now, which is... Man, look at these guys go. Going fast. I just love watching that all the time. Probably should put another cow shed in too so we can have a little bit more milk. But we are producing some products, which is nice to see. Now my question is, why is the hay not being gathered and put in our hay barracks here? That's all said correctly. Alright, these guys sell stone. Let's buy stone. Lime we still seem to be doing okay on. Sunflower oil, yep, we can go ahead and sell some of that. We really need to be selling clothing. Because we can make a pretty decent amount if we had that much to sell. But we don't. So if we actually start stocking clothing to sell, start with 2,000, they'll just keep making it. Because we have plenty of hemp and flax and stuff to make textile, we're just not making a ton. We're already selling shoes. We should probably be storing the shoes. In all honesty, we need to find some better spots to store in the middle of town, which I guess probably should be what we end up putting here. So let's just do that. Now, let's see, rotate this around. They don't have to be straight up against stuff like this, but I do think it ends up looking a little nicer. I'll move this one down this way just a little bit so we can put a cart parking on the side. There we go. That'll be nice and accessible for everybody. And pop in our other warehouse right there. That's fine if it doesn't match perfectly. That's okay. Row houses are going up quickly, which is nice to see. Although I do wonder how they fit 3 apartments on a floor. Or is it 2? Maybe it's 2 apartments on a floor. So I don't see any interior walls being built here. They just have the flues here. Actually, is that that's 3 holes for a flue. Maybe it doesn't matter because they're all kind of connected. I don't know. Let's see if anything gets put up in the middle. Doesn't look like it. Oh well. It's still cool to watch them build stuff. I do like how this is turning out. We should probably put a well or 2 over here while we're at it. We'll do that in a second. Because they do have, they've got this one here and they got that one there, but I don't think there's anything else currently. They don't seem to really care. And we also don't have a lot of stone. The stone wells do take 400 each. So let's see, can I fit this here? Just off to the side. Nice and easy there. Okay, is this empty yet? 18 logs. I don't know if they're going to move logs between buildings, but we can definitely get rid of that. Okay, now they're saying all work is done. Are you sure about that? Because there's definitely plenty that can be done. And still nothing stored in the big hay barracks. These things are mostly full. So I wonder why they're not storing stuff in here. Really doesn't make any sense unless they're still harvesting. Okay, so they're all done. Yeah, we definitely can add some more fields. It just feels weird, you know? Putting so much more stuff here. Oh, I could almost go all the way to the edge of the map, but I think that's maybe a little redundant, but hey, you know what? Let's do it anyway. So this one, we'll go ahead and just make a couple of them. Why not? 2 more big ones. Oh, river trade. What do these guys have? Mead? Yes, let's buy mead. It's a lot of dried fish. Let's Try buying 2,000 dried fish instead. Sunflower oil, we're not... Wow, they want to buy that much? Well, we don't have any in storage, so sorry about it. What? Do we even have anything stocked at all in the river trade? Trades is suspended until the next spring, so they'll come get it then. We actually really don't have that much. Lime I'm not selling. Beer, not worth selling at 10 cents a unit. But the sunflower oil, if we had more, would actually be a pretty smart thing. Did that say we had? Okay, no. We don't have that much, so that's fine. Alright, this one is going to be barley, and flax. Then we'll do the same thing over here and just advance it one. Because barley can also be used as animal feed. So to have more of that is probably... Storage is full. What's it full of? Beer. Oh, we need storage for beer. That's what it is. How are we doing on our tannery? Still gathering sheep hides. They need some sheep slaughtered, huh? Well, I think we can get rid of some of these rams. I think that should get us some amount. They still haven't finished building this, really? Oh, I guess they're just slow. Let's move the well up a tiny bit. Well, those guys are gone, but we can start stocking some of this stuff for export if we can remember what they wanted. I know they wanted sunflower oil. So we'll stock our 2,000 of that. That's easy. Do we have more sunflowers? I don't know. Hey, we don't have a ton of sunflowers. We should probably actually start growing some more of those. Although it is pretty nice that we can actually have this many fields off of one farm. I don't know if I should be afraid that I'm doing something wrong or what, but you know, it's it works. I can't be too mad about this. Of course, this has to be cleared. Can I put in? That's not the farm. Do I dare try putting in any more than this? Because I think I can get away with doing one of these. Too short on that one side, really? Oh, it is just vanishingly short on this one side. That is close. So that's going to be just a little annoying right there, but I think we'll survive. So you see 2 more fields like that, and then if I'm feeling really lucky, I might put another one here. But we'll find out. We'll have to have these cleared. We have time. But man, if we could have all this off of one farm, then that is quite special indeed. How are we looking next season for growing stuff? We're going to have 2 fallow fields. We're going to have 4 fallow fields. All right, that's fine. All right, these guys. Okay, I can't sell really any of this. Well, I can sell sunflower oil. We'll do that. Always buy stone at this point. The rest of this lime, we're going to have to buy lime at some point as well. But for now... Oh, we can sell clothing. Cool. $8.50, why not? Go ahead. Make us some money. Now, what are they... What's stalled on this? Or they're just slow? Must just be slow. Never, ever gets old watching them build these things. I say as they disappear. At least that well's already there. Alright, so that field's done. While they're building this, let's go check that out and start setting that up. So these two again are barley and flax. And then, let's see, what else are we low on? Wheat? We should probably put in some more wheat. Wheat and then, well, flax, we can get the linseed. We'll go ahead, since those two are already set, so that will set this one to flax. Then this one should probably also be that same pattern, but we might start that one in a fallow state. Then, can I, in my other ones that are already set to sunflowers? Yeah, see, these are just so small, we never get enough. And sunflowers don't go bad, so it probably wouldn't be a bad idea for us to just have another field. This is just a lot of fields going on here. So I can have this come all the way out here. Keep following this too long. How long is that going to let me go there? Okay. Well, that'll work. That'll work fine. This is kind of a long path to get here. I guess it only has to go in that way. That's fine. Activate that. This one's just about done. Did we even fill up all these? Yes. Alright, and that's all taken care of. Why are there 200 bricks just sitting there? Well, at any rate, that'll be a nice addition over here. Do these ever... The trees are never going to get removed, are they? I guess we're just going to have to... Well, it is what it is. We're just going to have to destroy these and then just get rid of this. That'll be a whole thing, but first they're going to go ahead and start building these warehouses. Oh, we're already out of burial plots, huh? Ugh, I don't want to put any more here. So we do need to find a spot to stick those. Is this empty yet? Why are they supplying more wood? Zero. We want 0 wood. Thank you. Goodbye. Please take this wood. Can I just move it over here? Storage is already full. Okay, they are taking that out. So as soon as that's done, get demolished that as well. Which I guess we don't really need to do, but at the same time we're not using enough iron anyway. So we just take it apart. We're not going to lose any actual resources doing that. Alright, so this one is done. We need a spot for... No, why are cows dying of starvation? Now, you should have... Why is there no hay? 2,500 hay. Where's the rest of the hay? We have it stored up over here? Like, what's going on? They've got hay. So what is the deal with these guys not wanting to put hay in storage over here? It's only February. We can't have cows dying like this. Or is it just a thing where they haven't... Okay, there it goes. Although that is going rather fast. So what's the deal with us not having enough hay supply? So I really don't want to have to completely cover this entire area. These hay dryers. I think that's kind of ridiculous. But at the same time, we kind of need them. And what about on the back of this? Can I just... I guess we should probably keep this open-ish. Relatively for the miners. So we'll just stick another cowshed on the back side here. If I can get the... No, I'll just copy this. Flip it. That's probably the easiest way to do that. Well, the good news is the cows can go to the fields. And all of this mess eventually can get trees taken care of. I guess the biggest problem with these big farms is you only have the 3 plows, and if you have how how many fields? If you have 19 fields, it might take a little while to plow. But a good 2/3 of these are actually really small, so it's not as bad as it might seem at first glance. We just got to make sure we're keeping on top of things, and everything should be okay. Now, how are we looking here? Now, what's the rest of this that we can, that was quick. Anything else we can start selling? Warm clothes and dried fish, yes. Sell that stuff immediately over here. Okay, so this field is done. This one is already wheat. We'll go ahead and, yeah. This to flax, rotate, activate the field. It's done. This one will become a big old field of sunflowers. Which I might actually see if I can do just sunflowers fallow on a cycle. See if that works. Boy, they're sure gonna take their time. Alright, that is done. We just need this one tree left. Somebody gonna come get it. How far along are our orchards here? Still 0 years, that's right. We haven't gotten that far. Look, there goes all the sheeps. We really need to get more hay stored up. I didn't want it to turn into some arms race between all of our guys here, but I think for the time being, we're just going to have to put a bunch of these out. Because, well, we need the hay. And there's not really any reason not to. We just got to get these guys to mow stuff here. Okay, that field is done. Set that slightly higher. Okay, let's see what we can get away with this. Sunflowers take a ton. Oh, they take 100%? Yikes. So maybe it just needs to be sunflowers fallow. Unless I really want to grow... I hate to just grow flax all the time. But I mean, I guess we could use it. So this is going to be... Which one of these is sunflowers? Sunflowers and hemp, okay. I guess that's fine. They're going to take their sweet time getting to it, I'm sure. But you know, it's still March, and the fact that most of the stuff that's going to be plowed is, well, it's looking okay. I think we'll be fine. Could always put a couple more fields down here if we really felt like it. It'll be interesting to see how the everything else hires out. Let's see, we only have 20, can only do 20 laborers. That seems to be fine. They do have to go in a sequence, so I guess it makes sense. Once the plowing is done, they can come in and plant. And it never ends up being super far behind anything, I guess. That needs to be plowed. And that needs to be plowed. So we just have 2 left. In April, we'll still have plenty of time if the farm people can, you know, actually... Private garden. You have a public garden. Stop it. Oh my god, are they all taking rest? Come on, come plow the field. We are running out of time. Okay, well, we're just going to have to leave them alone. How are we looking over here? Still wanting for sheepskin, huh? Alright. I guess we'll just have to slaughter a couple more rams that we don't need. Just so we can have some sheepskin. Sheesh. Alright, copy, paste here. Copy, paste here. Alright, let's see if these guys have anything. I guess we have money, we can buy some cows. Let's buy, let's say, 18 cows and 2 bulls. Hopefully they put it in this cowshed as soon as we can actually supply stuff for them to eat. Fallow fields should be able to supply some feeding. If not, then we'll have a very expensive lesson as a bunch of cows die. Okay, but that is all plowed. So before the end of April, I guess that's pretty good. We still have 4 fallow fields. Some years it'll be 5, I guess. So this should be a place for 20 cows to go chill out and do cow things for the entire rest of the summer. We'll know when we see a big old convoy of cows coming our way. So they should be... Well, they should be here, actually. So where's our cows? Probably in, yep. Yep, here comes all the cows. Watch them come on in a single file line. Like some sort of messed up variant of the human centipede, except they're all cows. That doesn't look too comfortable. Just a hunch. And they go. And... Oh, they're still not nearby, huh? Alright, what resources are you supplying? Hay, because these cows are churning through supplies. There they go. Someone else is taking them out. Good. Alright, so that's looking... yeah, there you go. Have a bunch of cows go past your apartment. That's what I want to hear when I'm sitting there. And they should come right in here. Even though this one doesn't really need the boost because it's already at 100%. That does look nice, doesn't it? Alright. We should, yeah, 1 year since planted. We're not going to have any apples come out of this for a while, but it is nice to be prepared. Now this big hay barrack, I want to know why they're not using it. It really should not be that big of a problem. Because they are mowing. We do have mowing occurring. I guess at this point I should probably just keep sticking these down because, well, we're always going to need it. Okay, I can't get by with another one of these, can I? No. We can always take these down. They don't take very much to get going. We just want to make sure we have enough hay. Because we have a bunch of livestock that we can't really afford to have them die on us. Pigs are still doing pig things. Dairy should be hopefully doing a little bit more stuff. How's this looking? Oh, okay, it's looking. Right, we were going to store firewood here in town. There we go. And then, what else were we going to store over here? I can't remember. For the life of me, what is full here? Okay, firewood, of course. Okay, now we're waiting on bark, huh? Well, I'm sure I'll remember at some point what I was supposed to be sticking over here. Let's take a quick look at our... Oh, shoes. Yes, shoes. Let's get some shoes and put in some clothing and some warm clothing and just have those stored right here in the town square. Well, not really a square. I don't know why these aren't all checked to begin with. That just seems like it would be common sense. Okay, a stack of wood. Why? Well, that's fine. These guys are full of something here, and it looks like it's wood and firewood, so it's nice to have that kind of separated out here. Is our tavern doing any better? They don't really seem to be, which is a little concerning. Maybe it's because all these people can just live in their swanky apartments and sit there and drink beer all day, huh? Oh, they actually don't have beer. They just have drinking water. None of these people have beer. What are you doing? What about you guys? Nope, that's just drinking water. Well, maybe they can't get any. Is it for sale over here? Mead, beer, Heroica. Yeah, it's all for sale. Anything else pop up here? Beef. That's what was missing. Well, that's fine. Hops need storage. Although hop storage should probably be closer down here. I don't know exactly where I would be putting that unless we're going to do some storage for the distillery. Which we could... wheat, I suppose. Yeah, let's build a couple of warehouses down here. Just for storage of the products of these and putting in supplies. So this will end up being, pretty sure, barley, hops. I'm not going to store water in a warehouse. Barley, hops, and wheat, I think, is probably the only stuff that really needs to be stuck in there. How's stuff growing? Looking okay. Not looking 100% on this, but that is fine. That's nice and realistic. We appreciate that. Yeah, what he said. Okay, we're drying a decent amount of hay here. But why is it not being stored in the big hay barrack? It's not like these are even completely full either. So I guess we just don't have enough laborers. 300. Okay, so we need a church before we can get any bigger. So do we have enough to build a church? Enough stone? 2264. Maybe we can make that the last thing we do today. Oh, 1200. Cool. So, let's see. What if we put our church right around here-ish? Just have this kind of come to a point. Because I originally kind of wanted to put it in here, but that's there's stuff in the way. If I put this here, we can give it a nice little yard, maybe some planting, and then we'll end up moving. We'll end up moving the smithy somewhere else at some point. I think probably should be closer to our smeltery. In all honesty, should be down here. Where is that thing? Right here. All right. Can I stick this anywhere closer to over here? I don't know that it's okay. That might work there. I was kind of hoping something a little that's probably not actually a bad spot for it. We'll put a warehouse next door for some other smithy related stuff. We'll get that out of the way, but we haven't watched him build a church yet. Alright. What do these guys want to buy? Nothing I can really sell. We do have flax in storage, which is nice. Sunflower oil, I will sell you 2,000. The rest of this we'll go ahead and buy because we're never ever going to have enough of this stuff. Textile we're actually producing, which is nice. Warm clothes we should be able to produce now because we have our sheepskin, or we should. Yeah, there we go. Broadcloth should be getting as soon as this next thing. Yeah, tanning sheepskin until November. They can start making that stuff then. So let's watch them build a church. Then we'll take care of a couple other things, and then that'll be it for today. We did get a whole lot done. Lots of nice progress to see. Assuming we can actually get any amount of hay stored in our big hay barrack over here. See if I can stealth click on it. Oh, we actually have some. Cool. 1126. I really would like this to be full. But that's going to depend on our laborers filling it up, who are also currently harvesting things on the farm. Oh well, that's fine. We'll just have to sit here watching them build this church for the next couple of minutes, I suppose. How much have they actually collected on this? Okay, they still need some wood, still need some nails. That should be just about ready to go. I would like... Oh, are you serious? How? Okay, no. No. No, we're not spoiling an entire an entire batch of tanning. Oh, okay, at least this one's fine. I guess that was leather. That was, being messed with. What a shame. Okay, these are progressing nicely, it seems. Church still has not really started construction. It looks like it might be just about to, so yeah, here we go. I always love watching them lay the foundation for this thing. Of course, the rest of this is kind of a just a regular wooden construction, but that's fine. Now, I have seen pictures of Ukrainian Orthodox churches, or I guess Orthodox churches that are Ukrainian. I don't know if Ukrainian Orthodox is a sect of Christianity or not, but I've seen with like kind of the, I don't know what the correct word is for it, but like the bulb style architecture for the very tops of the building. I think those look cool. It would be nice to have a little bit of variety in terms of the church design. I don't know if that's even worth setting up as a way for stuff to look different, but that could be fun. The building we have now is pretty simplistic, but I guess it does fit the idea of a frontier town, if you can even really call it that. It's just always so much fun to watch these things go up. All the attention to detail, each individual panel and everything that gets stuck up here. And all the scaffolding, too. It's easy to forget about that. All the ramps and everything. You've just done such a great job. And even right here, this board in between these sections of scaffolding on the corners. Just really, really cool to look at. And yet another level. It's just cool. And they should be pretty close to being done with this. I just love the design of this whole thing. And that should be just about it. To build their little deck around the outside here, and then should be just about finished. Scaffolding goes away, and then bam, we have a church. All little details in the back. It's a nice looking building. Why are they still building it inside? They just putting up all the oh, it's okay. It's the skirt roofing right here. That's what that was. All right, and that's all done. So we should have a priest move in here shortly, and then yeah, a priest with his family will move in as soon as construction is completed. Very cool. All right, so that is all taken care of. Messenger from Barvin Cove. They want some cheese. Well, I don't have any, bud. We have plenty of Heroka, plenty of buckwheat, or we should. I don't have enough of that. Let's buy some more buckwheat, sheepskin. Can I get 500? Maybe not. I'd have to sell some stuff that I don't have. That's fine. Okay, so that smithy is complete, which means we can fire these two jokers, hire 3 here, and empty all of this stuff. And then they'll be able to take care of that. These are still only 1 year, which is fine. Everything's harvested. Yeah, I knew these guys could handle having 19 fields. Our storage is not even full, although it is close. Looks like this is going to be just fine. We still don't really have that much linseed after all this time. Hope our pigs have enough feed. Yeah, they're going to be fine. We have 22 pigs. These are all under a year old. How does that even happen? Oh, we're going to have them slaughter some of that stuff. But before we get too carried away, let's go ahead and it's back in single time speed, first of all. We're going to need to store iron, nails, metal parts, and charcoal in here. Oh, hold on. Okay, no, that's not going to take into account the smithies next door, so I thought that would actually be a smart thing to do, but we're not going to take our chances here. Nails and then metal parts. We're not going to need metal parts hardly ever, but I would like to be able to store some of them. So let's do 2,500 iron here. We do have that iron right there as well. And then 2,500 charcoal there. Set this right there. Cool. That should work nicely. And our iron right here, iron ore as well, will be just fine. Yep, that is looking quite nice. So this is now empty, which means we can stop emptying it and we can start tearing it down. And then this carpentry also probably needs to move. I might just end up sticking it here. Not entirely sure. We'll figure that out, but I think it's really nice to have the school added right here. And look, our path is now no longer completely filling the entire thing. Do we have stone left over? Yeah, so let's go ahead. I know I said we were going to be more or less finished today after all of this, but how close can I get this? I guess we'll just go all the way up here. Okay, that's fine. And then how far over can I go with regard to this? Occupied by what? I guess it doesn't like that whole thing, does it? Okay. Yep. Alright, we'll just have to start it right there. And I'm not so concerned about that right at this exact moment. I do want to pave it eventually. But we'll get that probably taken care of next time. But for right now, I think that is about all the time we got for today. Lots of good stuff. We have actual hay stored, not a ton of it, but we do have some stored on these hay dryers, so I don't know what these guys are doing. But well, at least they got that. Do we have any more people that need jobs? I'm gonna go ahead and hire a third person in each of these cow sheds, so we don't end up in a bad spot. Yeah, that is definitely gonna do it for today. Good stuff all around, especially the farm. I've been really impressed with the performance of all of our farm hands and everyone with 19 fields. Really helps not having to have that second farm building, but we will build one eventually somewhere else. I think our supply for our brewery and everything is going to be nice as well. I forgot we gotta store all of this stuff here. We got hops and barley, and then what was the other stuff going in here? Hops and barley, and then this building I guess takes wheat. But we don't really need to store wheat, do we? We'll do 5,000 barley. We're never gonna have that much, but we can put some hops in here so we can at least grow some more. And then I guess, oh, I don't have any wheat to store, huh? So we could do wheat, and then I guess we could have some more storage for stuff that we actually produce here. So we could just do, say, 2,500 wheat, 2,500 beer. And then, of course, we have our Harilka here that we can stick in there. Not 2,500. And then I don't think there's anything else we can really put in there. I guess maybe some charcoal. You can never have too much charcoal storage. And there we go. We'll just have this set up. I should have done this earlier, but I had forgotten. Yeah, that's looking quite nice. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with all this, because we're never going to get any more limestone. It's a shame because this is so much stuck in here. This could be a good, like 9,000 or 10,000 limestone, but we're never going to have enough to actually fully fill up this top layer, which is a shame. I think it needs another 2,855 if that's how the math works. So it's a shame to waste all the rest of that just because we can't have a full thing of 10,000 because it's all gone here. And I don't think we missed any deposits. If you've played this map and you know where there's a limestone deposit that I don't know of, please let me know. I don't think there is one, but it never hurts to be careful. I know all the stone over here went pretty quick. Of course, there's nothing on this side, and then the edge of the map is right here. Yeah, hey, look at this. Looking pretty good from above. I don't really have any complaints here. We'll keep building additional houses with the gardens so we can have more variety because... Oh, wow. I've never seen that have 2 columns before. That's cool. Yeah, the village housing gardens are not producing enough for everybody to buy, which, you know, is fine. But I definitely think we want that, so we're going to build a couple more, probably next time around. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or just want to say hi, feel free to drop a comment below. I do read every single one, and I respond when I can. I can't always get to everybody, but I really appreciate you being here. And I hope whatever you're doing, you have a fantastic rest of your day. Don't forget we have maybe a new Timberborn series coming out sometime this week. We're going to revisit Anno 1800, and of course, lots more Ostriv on the way. So stay tuned. Would love to see you in any of the other videos. And again, thanks for all the support. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.